Hello again, Friday. I'm Maurice Barratt and I've got another vlog for you. Thanks for tuning in. I've been thinking, everyone knows and says the battle's the Lord's. It's not ours, the battle's the Lord's. But I'm sure most Christians believe it in the head. But faith is never in the head, it's in the heart. Unless the belief in your head becomes faith in your heart, then nothing happens. You don't really believe it. It's just an imagination. It's just a thought, not faith. Faith has to be on the heart. Well, if the battle is the Lord's, that means he's in complete control of both sides, not just the winning side. The whole battle is the Lord's. It's a hard conception for believers to grasp because they've been told that the battle's between God and Satan, between light and darkness, between good and evil. But this isn't biblical, that's occult, that's dualism. And it's a lie of Satan. It makes Satan more important than he really is. Satan's a created being, and as such has no power except what's been given to him. And it can be taken away at any time. In fact, soon it'll be taken away for 1,000 years. One little angel will come and take his power away and he'll be helpless. He'll be chained up for 1,000 years. You know, if you believe the battles against good and evil, God and Satan, it's the same as the yin and the yang. It's the same as the Masonic checkerboard flooring that you see everywhere. It's dualism. There's no battle of good against evil. Satan's not the opposite of God. He's not God's enemy. Of course, he's our enemy, of course. But he's a necessary evil. God made Satan to give us choice. How can there be choice? How can there be free will if there's no Satan? We need to have a choice. We need somebody to tempt us. And I believe this was made by God for that purpose and is doing exactly what he was made to do. You know, to show yourself strong, you need a strong opponent. The power of a man is shown in the power of his opposition. If I fight a 5-year-old boy and I beat him, which I certainly will, then I'm not strong, I'm just a bully. But if I fight a Goliath, a man 7 foot and 22 stone, and has got a body like Adonis, and little Maurice Barratt defeat him, I'm a powerful man. Can you see? The power is in the opposition, so God has to create a powerful opposition so he can win in the end. Satan's very powerful, but he's a counterfeit, he's not the opposite of God. And you can't win a game of chess with all white pieces. You've got to have an opposition to win. And so God made Satan. But he was a liar from the beginning, a murderer from the beginning. Beginning in the Bible usually means creation. Let me read John 8 verse 44. You are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaks a lie, he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. From the beginning, from creation, when he was created. Well, I believe God's in complete control of your life. No, only if you let him take control. Christians say, oh, God's in control of my life, but they're still running it. God's only in control of your life if you've handed over control, if you're not trying to control your life, your destiny, your plans, your ambitions, your desires. So if you don't present yourself 100% to God, he's not in complete control. And our enemy Satan has a foothold in your life. And sadly, that's the case for most believers. They say God's given them the life, but they haven't. They've given him 10% of the money every week. They do the duty. They give him some of their time. not much compared with the rest of the week. They haven't given God the life, they give God a part of it. If you've given God your life, you have no more say in your life. You become a servant and you only do what your master says. That's what's frightening about discipleship. You have no more say in the rest of your life. Well, if we try to fight Satan and his devils, then the battle's ours. Many Christians are fighting Satan. We must fight Satan, spiritual warfare. Well, the battle's theirs because they're fighting Satan. But if you believe the battle's God's, like Daniel did, when he had problems, he surrendered to God and he fasted and prayed. And the battle went on in the heavenlies between angels and devils. That's the spiritual battle. We battle against the strongholds in our minds, the principalities and powers that attack our mind. That's the mother of all battles for a human being, bringing every thought into captivity. It's all to do with the mind, the battle that we fight against spiritual powers. But the battle, spiritual battle, is between angels and demons, not us. And Daniel was laid on his face, prostrate, fasting and praying and seeking God, and the battle was going on in the heavenlies. Well, if you don't know about that, you can read it in Daniel 9 and 10. I suggest you read it. Well, the time's gone, but I hope I've challenged you to rethink what you've been told about the battle and about God and Satan. So, have a wonderful, 100% surrendered week. Be blessed and keep thinking.